Over the past 5 years, I've created a total of 47 videos. However, most have been unlisted, and even more have never been completed. Today, I'm going to walk you through the history of the channel, and some insight on how my projects actually came into fruition, and info on some of the ones that didn't. Before we started preparing for 4th of July, I had the random idea of creating a YouTube channel. Be called Insert Generic Name, since I didn't really have any cool name ideas. In the starting months of my channel, I only did gaming and commentary, both of which were boring and sucked. The only entertaining commentary videos were the ones where I talked crap about David, who had a Nightcore channel. After a while, I got bored of the commentary videos, so I decided to change my YouTube channel to creating these crappy shorts, the first one being No Life. Immediately after I uploaded No Life, I wanted to create a sequel. Originally, I wanted the shorts to create one cohesive story, but when I was making the sequel, I changed my mind. Originally, at the end of No Life, I would get teleported into a house, but I didn't plan for anything after that, so it got scrapped. After No Life, I created a video in a construction paper style, which had this guy named Pat scream. That video was meant to have a sequel as well, but this time it was in stop motion. It was only partially completed. My next actual video was Canada's Great. I got the idea after messing around with some effects in paint.net. Apparently, I thought I looked like Canada, so I created a video. For some reason, it's my most viewed short. The next few videos I don't remember much about. Pretty much all these videos would only take a day or two to complete, so not much thought was put into them. I would just have an idea and then execute it. That's why during the making of Uh-Oh, I wanted to revamp my branding and make a second channel. During the creation of Uh-Oh, I changed all the branding on my channel, and created another one called Insert Generic Plus, which is where I uploaded trailers and behind-the-scenes videos. Once Uh-Oh was uploaded, I dabbled in the creation of 3D videos, even some crappy music. By the time Scooby was uploaded, I had abandoned my second channel. My last uploaded video before a year-long gap was Canada's Something, which is a remake of Canada's Great, which experimented with shadows and a brighter color palette. The infamous Thanksgiving video was meant to be released during this time too, but was delayed due to my editing software not working on my ancient laptop. The Thanksgiving video was meant to showcase my first intro and a revamped warning screen. "2020 was meant to have my largest project yet. It was meant to be split up into parts to create one story. This project was Uh-Oh 2. The series would start up with me sitting at my desk doing nothing, but then the bombometer would go off. I would then go outside to find a spaceship. The spaceship abducts me, and I find myself face to face with Diego, who's working under David's power. Diego reveals to me that David wants to destroy the planet by planting these weird kinds of sentient bombs. I then get ejected back outside, and now I have to actually defuse one of the bombs. That's really as far as I got into writing it. Along the way, I would recruit my friends to help, and near the end, we would get on David's own space planet and blow it up, killing him in the process. Originally, this series was going to be made in my usual style, but then I wanted it to use a mix of both 2D and 3D, then a pixel art style. The series was also meant to have its own soundtrack, but only 3 tracks were actually made, and they all sound pretty terrible. When production stopped on O2, I started working on random projects, none of which were actually completed. One video had me hiding away in a bunker since my house was going to get nuked. Another project was No Life 3, which originally had me trying to run away from David in a B-52 bomber, but all assets made for No Life 3 got merged into O2. There was also meant to be a compilation of remade videos entitled Insert Generic Collection, but only one frame was ever created. By the end of the year, I felt like I didn't really want to continue my channel, so I would have made a compendium of all the stuff I did and didn't do in one final video. While making it, I wanted to keep my options open, so I made an anniversary video instead, and then scrapped it all together. During the production of all these videos, I also wanted to create two new channels, one named Insert Generic Backlog, which would just feature previews and unfinished videos. Insert Generic Game was going to have Let's Play style content with modified game ROMs, but it was too boring, so I just uploaded archival recordings of playing it with my friends. By the end of 2020, I haven't released a single video. Since it had been a year since I last uploaded, I found it appropriate to label my next project under Season 2. Originally, the branding was pretty similar to Season 1, just with a finalized logo and character design. This is only used for the O2 trailer. But then, I had the idea to make it sort of airy and old. I even had the idea of making the following shorts in a 4:3 aspect ratio. But as it turns out, it takes forever to load an image on an old TV, take a picture of it, and make it look passable, so I scrapped it. During this time, I was experimenting with shaders to use for videos, so I wanted to make a video demonstrating those techniques. This was originally going to be a Halloween video. I figured it would take too long to make, so I created a simple demo instead. After the demo, I wanted to finally finish the Thanksgiving video after putting it off for 3 years. This time, the branding had this cloudy look and a unique nostalgic sound font. When the Thanksgiving video was completed, I decided I wanted to plan out something cool for the 5-year anniversary of the channel. From the start of the anniversary project, I want to showcase everything that was ever created for the channel. Originally, it was going to be in the style of a museum, but that would have been too difficult to structure, too time-consuming to create images. So then, I wanted to be kind of like a documentary that talked about the roots of the channel and some insight on everything I did for the channel. I made a trailer to see how well a soundtrack would work and how general theming would be. Then, for the next few weeks, I started making the transitions, titles, music, and planning out the video structure. Finally, I wrote up a script, recorded it, and started editing the actual video. This project ended up being the longest I have ever done for the channel, with it taking nearly a month to complete. It's pretty enjoyable looking back through the channel's history, seeing how it grew over the past 5 years, and think about how it might continue forward.